We grew up in the same house, slept in the same room, shared the same blood. But somehow we ended up living like strangers. In a small town in Indiana, there was a narrow, yellow house with peeling paint and a porch that creaked when you stepped on it. Inside that house lived two brothers. Ethan Miller, the older one, quiet, responsible, always trying to hold everything together. And Jake Miller, 2 years younger, loud, reckless, full of fire and dreams too big for the town they lived in. They shared a bedroom with bunk beds. Ethan slept on the bottom, Jake claimed the top like a throne. At night, they talked about everything. "I'm gonna leave this place one day," Jake would say. Ethan would laugh. "Someone's gotta stay and keep Mom sane." They didn't know then that one day, neither of them would feel at home anywhere. Their father died when Ethan was 17. Heart attack. No warning, just gone. Everything changed after that. Ethan quit thinking about college and started working full-time. Jake started skipping school and coming home late. They stopped talking like brothers. They started fighting like enemies. "You think you're dad now?" Jake once shouted. Ethan said nothing. That silence hurt more than any punch. The night everything broke was a cold December evening. Snow outside, tension inside. Jake came home drunk. Mom cried. Ethan snapped. "You're destroying this family," Ethan yelled. Jake shoved him. Ethan hit back. Mom screamed, and Jake said the words that never leave you. "I wish you died instead of Dad." The room went silent. That was the last night they slept under the same roof. Jake left. Years passed. Ethan stayed. Worked construction, paid bills, took care of Mom until cancer took her too. Jake disappeared. No calls, no messages, just rumors. California, then Texas, then nowhere. Ethan told people he didn't have a brother. It was easier than admitting he missed him every day. One night, Ethan's phone rang at 2:17 a.m. Unknown number. "Hello?" Silence. Then a voice he hadn't heard in 7 years. "Ethan." Jake. Weak. Broken. "I messed up," Jake whispered. "I don't have anyone else." Ethan sat on the edge of the bed, heart racing. "Where are you?" Jake was in a hospital in St. Louis. Car accident. Drunk driver. Not him this time. He looked smaller. Older. Nothing like the kid who once ruled the top bunk. Ethan stood at the door for a long time before walking in. Jake tried to smile. Failed. "I deserved this," Jake said. Ethan didn't answer. He just pulled up a chair. Hours passed. Machines beeped. Rain hit the window. Jake finally broke. "I was angry at Dad for dying," Jake said. "In you? You reminded me he was gone." Tears ran down his face. "I didn't mean what I said. I hated myself the second I said it." Ethan clenched his fists. "You don't get to disappear for 7 years and come back like nothing happened," he said quietly. "I know," Jake whispered. "But I never stopped being your brother." Forgiveness didn't come with hugs or dramatic music. It came slowly, in silence, in showing up, in staying. Ethan visited every day. They didn't talk much, but Ethan brought coffee. Jake asked about Mom. Some wounds don't heal. They scar. Jake didn't heal it. Internal bleeding. Too much damage. That night, Ethan sat alone beside his bed. Jake's voice was barely there. "Hey, remember the bunk beds?" Jake smiled weakly. Ethan nodded. "I always felt safer knowing you were under me." Jake swallowed hard. "I'm sorry, big brother." Ethan held his hand. "I know." Jake died with Ethan's hand in his. The old house is gone now. Sold, torn down. Ethan lives alone in a quiet apartment. On his nightstand is a photo. 2 boys. One on a bike, one pushing from behind. Brothers. Ethan still talks to Jake sometimes. Not out loud, just in his heart. Because some bonds don't break. They just hurt forever. Tell your brother you love him before silence becomes permanent.